Hi everybody, so today I'm going to do a review of the New King James Classic Verse-by-Verse Center Column Reference Bible. This one is done by Thomas Nelson. It does have their comfort print. Comes in a very nice clamshell box. I love how they started that. Sometimes you just need a classic, and I absolutely agree. So I'll hold that right there in case you'd like to pause and read that top section. And then we will drop down and check out the features. So we're going to have verse-by-verse format, which I love. We're going to have their complete cross-reference system with over 72,000 references, Words of Christ in red, a concordance, sewn binding, 2 double satin ribbon markers, and an easy-to-read 10-point font. This one is in the brown Leathersoft, and you're going to be amazed by how beautiful this Leathersoft is. There's an example of our font. It is guaranteed for life. Here's our ISBN number. It does retail for $59.99. You can find it for less online, and I will put a link to this one in the description box, as well as the black Leathersoft and also the black Premier collection. So if you like this one and you want a fancier cover, all the links will be right there for you. This one here measures out at 9.5 inches tall by 6.5 inches wide, and it is 1.5 inches thick. So we've got brown head and tail bands. We can see our 2 ribbons, and we've got really nicely done gold gilding. The gilding on this one is just absolutely fantastic. I did not have to unstick any of the pages, so they did just a great job on the gilding. Really nice. This Leathersoft cover is absolutely gorgeous. So we've got Holy Bible on there. In the brown, we can see the highs and lows in the color on there, which looks really nice. But check out that double stitch line. I mean, that just looks so good. So for a Leathersoft Bible to both look and feel this nice, that is really impressive. And then these Leathersofts are also great for people who are vegans and who don't want leather. So it's a really nice option. The spine on this one is just breathtaking. So we can see all the different tooling and the stamping. We've got Holy Bible, New King James, and the Thomas Nelson House logo. And then we can see that these are embossed in there. So all tooled in. So it just looks like an old antique book. So whoever did the design on that just did a phenomenal job. I mean, that is just gorgeous. If you've seen this sitting somewhere and you've seen that edge, you're just going to want to pick this up. It's just super inviting, but really a beautiful cover. On the inside, we're going to have a paper paste down liner, kind of in a like a bronze copper type color, so very pretty. Got our presentation page, and then we'll get into our title pages. We're going to have our table of contents, all the books of the Bible, Old and New Testament. I really like that they use the shade of red in this. We will have a preface to the New King James, and then we'll get right into the Bible. So we've got a 2-color print on there with the black and the red and that little decorative line, which I think just really adds a nice touch. Each book will have a introduction. So it's not a study Bible, so you're not going to have tons of a book introduction, but you do have a nice introduction. I'll hold that right there in case you'd like to pause and read that. Then we're going to have the first book of Moses called Genesis. So again, I really like the shade of red that they did. The little decorative lines I think look really nice. And then we're going to have our double column format, all of our center column references, and just really nice the way that they did this. So we've got our subheadings in red, all of our verse numbers are in red, and then you can see really good right there. We can see that it is verse by verse. So for all of you who are a verse by verse format person, you're going to love this Bible. We've got all of our center column references, so all of our regular ones, and then the ones in brackets are going to be what they call the conceptual cross references. I do like how they do tell us here that words in italic type have been added for clarity. So if you're unfamiliar with the New King James and you get one, you'll be able to see, like right here, it was. So those words were added because without that, that sentence just is not going to make sense in English. It also does kind of have a like a built-in glossary. So we've got down here in that 1:6, we've got that little one in expanse. So when we get to different words that have a little 1 in front of them, that's going to tell us the meaning of that word. So that can be really helpful, especially if you're new to the Bible and some of the words aren't real familiar to you. So we've got all of the center column references here, and then when they run out of space in the center column, you will have some along the bottom underneath the text. We do have the 10-point font. It does appear to be completely line matched. Everything I checked was line matched, but you can see how nice and clear that is. And the colored verses in red just really make it just super easy on the eyes. All of the cross references, those are also done with red. So it makes it really easy to find exactly what you're looking for. But the layout on this just has a really nice layout. This one is fairly new. We can see that we're right in Genesis and it's laying totally flat. And we really didn't have but one page in front of this before we get to the biblical text. So that's impressive that it's laying flat like that. Very nice paper, does have a very nice feel to it. It's easy to turn the pages. But the black and the red look really nice. We've also got that up on the top for the books in the chapters. So just a really nicely done layout. I'll give you a shot of the poetic section. So we've got our Psalms. You can see how those are laid out. Now in the Psalms you will have a little bit of ghosting, but on the biblical text, if you just look at just the text alone, you're not going to have any distractions on that. So just a really nice layout. I really like the way that they did this. We've got our first of two ribbons. They are the wider ribbon. It is double satin. So very nice ribbon. One other thing that I like is it is long enough to use. So I like that they gave long enough ribbons in the two colors with both the red and the brown. I really like that they're doing nicer ribbons, doing more ribbons. Like this one's got 2. Some Bibles have 3, like the preaching Bibles. And plus they're doing some different colors, so I really like that. Thomas Nelson is just doing a phenomenal job. They're giving their customers what they've been asking for. All right, so we're going to get back into the New Testament. So we'll see our second ribbon, really pretty red. They're cut nicely and just impressive that we get 2 that are nice and long and good quality ribbons. So we're going to get into the New Testament. We can see that we do have red letter, and it is a nice shade of red. So let me get you a little bit closer so you can pause and see that if you would like. So a nice shade of red. It's not super bright, so they did do a really nice job with the red. I've flipped through all of the New Testament. I haven't seen any issues with highs and lows in the red, so it's really consistent, very even, and just nice to have a nice shade of red. I like a red letter when the red letter is done like this. So we're going to get to the end of the Bible. So we will see that it is red letter all the way through to the end of Revelation. Again, look how clear that font is. Just such a joy to read from this Bible. It's a great size. We've got all those references. It's just super, super nice Bible. So we'll get back to our concordance. So on the top there, it's going to tell you, so anytime that there's like a word, like we've got Abijah here, so it's going to list 4 different people. It's going to tell us that they're going to be distinguished by the dash. So if we look down, we'll see the first case, and then all of the others are distinguished by that dash. So that is good to know. We do have the red for all of our letters, and then we've got the words done in bold. So 3-column format. Nice print, so still nice and readable, even though it is a smaller font. It is still very clear. The concordance in this one is 164 pages, so you get a nice concordance. Then we get to the end of the concordance. We do have a page of blank paper if you wanted to jot down some notes. Then we're going to have a note regarding the type, which is done by 2K Denmark. So this comfort print is really nice, and on a lot of their previous comfort prints, the font seemed smaller, but this one does actually seem like a 10 point, so I do really like that. We'll get back after the concordance, and we've got our maps, and I just munched that page. That is never fun, but it happens. Alright, so we're going to have our 7 maps spread out on 8 pages. It is a shiny paper, so you can kind of see the light hitting there with the glare. but 7 maps spread out on 8 pages. We can see right here the stitching, so nice sewn binding. So this is a Bible that if you take care of it, it will last you the rest of your life. So here's our 2-page spread. Nice maps, nice colors, easy to read. And then we just get back to the end of the Bible. But the color on this Leathersoft is absolutely beautiful. Really pretty, that double stitch line. I was really impressed with that. I think that looks fantastic. And then the spine on this one is absolutely gorgeous. I just love this. So again, I will link this one, the black one, as well as the Premier Collection in the description box, so you can check out all of those. So again, this one is the New King James Classic Verse-by-Verse Center Column Reference Bible. This one is the brown Leathersoft. There's the ISBN number. You can find it for less online. There's links in the description box. And I would also like to thank Thomas Nelson for graciously providing this copy for review. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.